What is going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. Man, we're here to talk about Henry Cavill and Man of Steel 2, but before we go ahead and do that, oh my god, make sure to subscribe if you're new, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and for more content like this. But we're here to talk about this article, man, that was dropped by Batman News. So, as a quick disclaimer, this video will contain some spoilers for Justice League. So if you have not seen Justice League, we'll be discussing some things from that movie in this video that does contain spoilers. So please, I'll let you know when I'm about to discuss spoilers. But if you want to watch up until that point, I'll let you know when I'm exactly going to speak about spoilers. But if you just want to be safe, go ahead and exit this video. Again, I'm warning you, spoilers. The movie has been out for a few days now, so it's not. I got to do it anyway. So we're going to talk about this article, man, from BatmanNews.com. I saw this notification right before I do this. As you can see, I have a Punisher thing in the back there because I was getting ready to react to some Punisher episodes. But it says Henry Cavill has another Superman movie left on his contract. So I'm going to read the article here. It said, Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot's original deals had them signed up for 3 movies in the DC Films universe, but it sounds like Henry Cavill signed up for 4, which is interesting. In an interview with LA Times, Cavill, who has already appeared in 3 movies, confirmed that he has another movie left on his contract and is excited to tell Superman's story again. We'll talk some more about that. And he quoted, this is what he said, "There's a wonderful opportunity to tell Superman's story," Cavill said. "Now, there is a fantastic chance to show Superman in his full colors and tell a very complex, character-driven movie that is based on the story and have that wonderful sensation of hope and happiness." We'll talk more about that again. A feel-good movie with lessons laced in there as well. Cavill said he and Justice League director Joss Whedon really saw eye to eye on certain aspects of Superman during the reshoots. And he said this again, "I've always enjoyed the traditional, very classic view on Superman in the comic books." And then he also said, "I think there's an enormous complexity to the character, and I know when he was working with Josh, he saw eye to eye on the aspects of thing." I'm not going to read the rest of it, but yeah, there was a feeling of, and he also said there's a feeling of, oh good, Superman's here. And yeah, so they haven't confirmed anything for when Man of Steel 2, or if it's going to be titled Man of Steel 2, to appear, anything else like that, but I'm excited for that. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm going to just go ahead and just discuss my wish list for Man of Steel 2, or this other Superman solo film. I'm going to discuss my wish list, and then I'm going to get into some minor spoilery things here. Well, not minor spoilery, some big spoilery things for Justice League. So my main wish list that I have for Man of Steel 2 is, first we're going to start with director. I want Patty Jenkins. I'm not the only YouTuber that wants Patty Jenkins. I'm not the only person that wants Patty Jenkins. There's another YouTuber. Shout out to Jody's Corner, Jody from Jody's Corner. I'm a big fan of his channel, man. So I watch a lot of his videos. But when I found out that he too himself is actually a big supporter of having Patty Jenkins for Man of Steel 2, and I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one that actually wants Patty Jenkins on Man of Steel 2. I want Patty Jenkins on Man of Steel 2, man. I can settle for Joss Whedon. Hear me out though. I can settle for Joss Whedon, specifically for something that happened in Justice League, and I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit after, but continue with the list. But I mainly want Patty Jenkins. There's a big concern about whether she's going to really dumb down the character and make him really soft and make him really this and that. I don't really have concerns with that. I want Patty Jenkins because I like the work that she did in Wonder Woman. I like the crew that she brought together, the VFX guys, the graphic designer guys, the set designers, everything. This the whole crew that she had for Wonder Woman was fantastic, man. I've seen this movie literally 15 or 16 times, man. I was watching it again yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those movies, man. It's just like, wow, she really did something with that. And because of that, and because of what she was able to accomplish with really going in with specific attention to detail with certain characters, especially like Wonder Woman, and then of course the Amazon, Hippolyta, and all the other characters, she was able to really explore the depths of these characters and really bring more of an emotional side out of them, and more of a more powerful, and like you saying, character driven, and these kind of things, you know, qualities that make these characters. And she did a great job of Wonder Woman. So I have no doubt in my mind that she can do the same for Henry Cavill's Superman. So director is 1. 2, let's talk about the soundtrack. Who do I want to direct? Not direct. Who do I want to write the score for Man of Steel 2? I already know the answer. I already know, obviously. And I know this man has said that he's not going to be doing any more superhero films. And I understand. I get that. But I would really love, just for one last time, if Hans Zimmer could come back and do Man of Steel 2. Come on, man. Listen to me, bruh. Do Man of Steel 2, please, bro. Oh my, look, man. Look. Y'all know I'm a huge, for those of you guys who've been following my channel, y'all know I love Hans Zimmer's music. Okay? I love his music. I love everything he's done. All his films, I love all his soundtracks, man. And one of the things that really got me interested in, you know, Man of Steel, you know, what made me really like that movie was Hans Zimmer's soundtrack. His score. The Superman theme song, I like John Williams's, but this one is more powerful in a sense where it's more like a Superman is here. When you hear John Williams' theme song, it's a classic. You got to acknowledge that is one of the most memorable and recognizable theme songs of all time. John Williams' theme for Superman. Okay, but something about Hans Zimmer's score and just the attention to detail with even the sounds and the instrumentation choices and things like that. It just made that album really, that soundtrack really pop out. So I'd like to have Hans Zimmer. Now, I know that's not possible. I won't say it's not possible. I know he already made a statement saying that he's not really going to be doing any more superhero films. But just one more. I'd really love one more. If we can't get Hans Zimmer to do this, then I would settle for either Junkie XL or Rupert Gregson Williams. Rupert Gregson Williams, if you guys do not know that, Rupert Gregson Williams, he worked with Hans Zimmer. He was also, I think he's an apprentice of Hans Zimmer, actually. He did the Wonder Woman soundtrack. Every single track on the Wonder Woman soundtrack is phenomenal. I was listening to it again yesterday. Even there's, towards the end of that soundtrack, certain tracks I hear, it's making me tear up because it's so impactful, so memorable, and the themes stick with the character. And every character on screen throughout the entire film, it sticks with them. Rupert Gregson Williams did some amazing work on that soundtrack. It really brought the movie to life. And that all goes to Patty Jenkins choosing the right people. He also did Legends of Tarzan. While Legend of Tarzan was not really a great film, it's debatable. However, the soundtrack for that film was great. Rupert Gregson Williams, I would either want any one of those three. Rupert Gregson, Junkie XL, or Hans Zimmer. I don't want Danny Elfman to do this. I don't. I really don't want Danny Elfman to touch any more of this stuff. Okay? Me personally, I am not a fan of the Justice League soundtrack. If you guys have not seen my review, my reaction to every single song on that soundtrack, go ahead and watch that video. It's up on my channel. I did it last week. I did not like that soundtrack at all. I mean, the first time I listened to it, I gave it like a 6.5. But listening to after seeing Justice League twice, I was like, I don't like this. This is not good. It's not memorable. It was the weakest point of the movie to me, and I just don't want that. I don't Warner Brothers, just don't. If you go, whenever you're developing the Superman film, please don't bring Danny Elfman back. Please do not bring him back. I like his work. Don't get me wrong. He did a great job in a lot of other films, but for this specific film, don't bring him back, man. Don't bring him back for that one, man. I respect the guy. He's made a lot of some of my favorite theme songs, Spider-Man, the Batman theme, a lot of things, a lot of hits he's known for. But it's not. Then again, not everything he did was great. So please, just don't bring Danny Elfman back. So again, Hans Zimmer, Junkie XL, or Rupert Gregson Williams. Now I'm gonna get into some spoilery stuff now for Justice League. So if you guys can actually click off the video now if you don't want to watch anymore. But I will be discussing some things going on from Justice League concerning Superman. So again, you have been warned. I'm getting into spoilers now. Now, one of the things that has me excited about this, and that's I'm going to go back to explaining why I'm okay with having Joss Whedon to direct Man of Steel 2. I would be okay with it because of what he did in Justice League. Now, the way how they brought Superman back in Justice League is very corny in a way, but it made sense because here's the thing. Here's the honest truth. I've seen so many YouTubers talk about this again. And it's so true because I've had a lot of the same thoughts as well. Zack Snyder really did mess up Superman as far as his character and what Superman represents. Zack Snyder messed that up. What Zack Snyder got correct though was just the the action sequences and the look. The casting was great. Him choosing Henry Cavill was a great choice. Perfect choice. Henry Cavill is one of my favorites. Well, I would say is my favorite Superman, especially after Justice League. But not only because of his acting, but because of his aesthetics. He looks like Superman to me. When I see Henry Cavill, I see Superman. I see Clark Kent. I see that. And it works for me. So I'm okay with that. Zack Snyder did good on that part. But as far as representing Superman's character and what Superman represents, hope, justice, happiness, fairness, things like that. He's very similar to a Wonder Woman or like a Captain America or most of those national heroes and things like that. He's very a symbolic character. So he represents those things. And Zack Snyder did not do that in Man of Steel. He did not do that in Batman vs. Superman. Made him evil and dark. I wouldn't say evil, but kind of made him really dark in Batman vs. Superman. And DC in Justice League, I don't know what he had planned for Superman for it. He might have had some other thing planned for it. But what Joss Whedon did was great. He made Superman come back happy. The way he brought him back was like, Flash bringing him back, coming in and shocking him up and doing his thing. But when he did come back, when Superman came back, it was perfect. Because you can see it, even within his smile. He was smiling, he was happy, he was making, little jokes every now and again, or just little light remarks, and that is what Superman is. Superman is all of that. He's also very fearsome, brave, strong, and this very short time that we saw him in the movie, I was like, yes! I was with my friend Dylan, and I'm like, yo, this is it. Superman came back with a punch, man. Super OP, super strong. Some of the action sequences you can tell were Zack Snyder's, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what he's good for. But just seeing him smiling, and then when he's punching Steppenwolf, and he's like, this guy's bothering you again? Boom, he's still bothering you, and he's smiling. How can I help? What can I do to help? And he's coming in, he's attentive, and he's smiling. And then even when they separate everything, and they separate the mother boxes, him and Cyborg, doing a little team-up thing, separating mother boxes, and he's like, oh, you know what? I wish I was dead. Never mind, I take that back. Those little remarks and those lightheartedness of Superman, I'm like, yes, man. The colors are popping, the suit was popping, he was smiling, he was courageous, he was brave, strong, all those things that make Superman, Superman, because he's supposed to represent those things. Batman represents more of a darker, serious detective, I wouldn't say heartless. He can be heartless at times, but represents those things. Superman is like the complete opposite of Batman. Okay, as far as his character and his personality and things are concerned. He's, like I said, I'm saying it again, I'm repeating myself now, but brave, happy, smart, genuine, kind, things like that. And that's what I got from what Joss Whedon did. Now, that is the only reason I can be okay with him doing Man of Steel 2. I'm okay with that because of what he was able to do with Superman in that short space of time. And I think that it would actually work. For me, obviously, I would choose Patty Jenkins above Joss Whedon because Patty Jenkins actually pays more attention to character details. And you can already tell that, especially if you're a big comic book fan and you know what these characters are. Like, when I watch Wonder Woman and I see those things, me being a comic book fan and me knowing Wonder Woman, like, at the back of my head, is like, I see how much detail she puts into these films with her characters. And I'm like, okay, she's the perfect choice. So with all this news hearing, him doing one more movie, I'm excited to see one more movie. I want to see one more movie. They need to really plan this out. They need to get a good composer, man. Rupert Gregson, Junkie XL, give him another chance, man. Hans Zimmer, beg him. Pay him $1 million to get him back. Do something. Get one of those three people. Those are my three choices for composers because that goes hand in hand too, man. You need a good soundtrack, and I want to see a nice Superman film. I really do. I really, really do. As far as villains, that can go either way, man. They can choose so many different people for Superman villains. They can go Bizarro. They could do all kinds of crazy stuff. But whatever they do, that's another thing they need to focus on too. But even then, Patty Jenkins will still do a pretty good job. She's really good at that. So Patty Jenkins, Man of Steel 2, I want that. Joss Whedon, I'm okay with that too because of what he did. And I'm excited, generally just excited for this movie, man. Okay, I'm excited for this one more than anything else because I saw in Justice League what they could have accomplished or what they will accomplish or what they can accomplish based on some of the decisions that they made in that film. And because of what they did in that film, I know that it is possible for them to get some characters right, especially Superman. But anyways, man, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on this film, or hit me on this film, on this news. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. I got a whole bunch of Punisher stuff to do, so I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Clockmaster out. Yo, thank you guys for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe by pressing that button right over there. And if you want to help support the channel financially, go ahead and visit my Patreon page by clicking that button over there. And don't forget to check out these brand new videos down below.